Hard and heavy. Se nahoďame na sever od Balkánu, se nahoďame na Metaldays. Тука покрај мене се новите соговорници. Ни доаѓаат од Италија и негуваат готик рок. Станува збор за бендот да Foreshadowing. First, welcome to the TV show Hard and Heavy, Macedonian.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Yeah. Tell me, how you started?
Well, we started more than 10 years ago, actually, and it was a first attempt in 1999. We were, me and Alex, who is the founder of the band, and the other guitar player was Andrea Chiodetti, and we tried to set up a Gothic Doom metal band. But the first attempt wasn't successful because it was really difficult to find the right member to play with. And so we had a break, a very long break, and 7 years later we started back again to give birth to this project. And finally we managed to find the other members of the band. Soon after we met Marco and we started to record something together, and then the other two guys who made the full setup of the band. We began to record all the material we had at our disposal. We had very huge material to be worked, and so we started to record this album, Days of Nothing, and it was released just 10 years ago. And after this, we released other 3 albums. We did tours in America, in Europe, everything, all the things that band usually does.
Why you take it the name, man? Where come from your inspiration to take it the name for the band?
At first, our moniker was taken from the name of the song. We have the song, the Foreshadowing, but we like to match this word, and we used to call the band. We changed the name of the song in The Wandering. So basically, this is the story of our moniker. It represents our style, our kind of mood we want to put in the song and the music. So it's cool. We like it and we use it.
Who like the lyrics?
Basically, him. He is the keyboard player. A few songs. I wrote just a few songs, actually. The main work is by him.
But where you take inspiration for the lyrics?
Well, you know, inspiration can come from anywhere, from a movie, from a book, from something that happened on your daily basis, and most of the time he should answer to this.
But where you take your inspiration for the lyrics?
Same as Marco, movies and cinema in the first place, because I like very much movies, but also a particular state of mind might be also an inspiration. You have to, you know, it's always a matter of inspiration. When inspiration comes to your door, you have to be good at catch it, and that's it. But you know, there are 1,000 ways you may find inspiration. But basically, we say the albums. You know, a particular albums I've been listening for a long time. Or movies and cinema in the first place comes in the first place.
Who your favorite movie? Who is genre of the movie?
Well, actually, my favorite movie is an Italian movie. It was directed by 2 Sicilian directors, and it's called Totò Who Lived Twice, and it's a movie about apocalypse. Yeah, it's a movie directed there are 3 parts in this movie, and it's also about the story of Christ, but it's seen in their own way, It's a little bit inspired of Pasolini's movie because Pasolini is their main inspiration, and so just to define the movie, it's something which it's similar to neorealism. You know, the neorealism, this particular Italian scene of the 30s and 40s, and basically this is my favorite movie, and I think there's a lot of this movie in the first album, in Days of Nothing. Yeah.
Italian music is very popular for the classics, for the earlier, and for pop Sanremo, yeah. But you have very good influence, like Gothic. Where take it inspiration for music.
There is a lot of influences in our music, but mainly metal, of course, because it just came from the Gothic doom scene. So just I can mention bands like the Madame Bride or Paradise Lost, Candlemas, Black Sabbath, stuff like that. But we also like to take inspiration from ambient music, like Vangelis, Philip Glass, but also soundtrack music, movie from movies like Badalamenti mainly because we are really a great fans of him, and also some kind of Gothic pop, you know, or wave stuff, Depeche Mode, That Can Dance. Yeah, we have a lot of influences. Once, Neurosis. We like to take also different kind of music and mood influences and put all together these influences in our music. Or at least we try. Because we like to evolve the songwriting every album. So every album we try to put something new in our music to improve our sound. So basically these are the stuff we are influenced.
You have 3 albums. Maybe you have the new material who is coming.
Actually, we have some material we're working with. We started to do something, but I think the way is very long actually, because in the meanwhile we had to take care of these shows. We had to prepare this show, but also in a couple of months we're gonna play in Romania and Portugal. So every now and then, when we got some spare time, we try to work on this new material. In our mind, there's the idea of releasing a 5th album, but it depends a lot on a lot of things, as always. But that's for sure. We've been moving with this, and as far as we're concerned, we always like composing in each period of our life. We always try to compose something new, just for the pleasure of doing it.
Actually, we are also working on the reissue of our first album, Days of Nothing, because it's 10 years we released the album, and we are working on a new issue with maybe some unreleased stuff. We'll see. We're just working these days. So basically, we are thinking about this reissue and then new stuff. Basically.
Your first time here in Metaldays?
Yes, our first time here, but not in Slovenia. But actually, yes, the first time in Metaldays, and it was awesome actually.
And this summer you'll be in other festivals you're playing?
No, we...
At the Mostov in Slovenia.
No, the other festival we are going to play in Romania is not a festival, isn't it?
No, it's supposed to be a festival. It's the Metal Gates, and then we'll take part to another festival in Portugal, the Under the Doom festival. It's gonna be to interesting happenings, and so we're looking forward to go there and do our part as usual.
Yeah. Do you have video promotion clips?
Actually, we're about to prepare a lyric video for a piece of music we made a couple of months ago for a comic book. It's called Paranoid Boyd. The creator of this comic book is Andrea Cavalletto, and so he asked us for a cooperation. He asked us to write a song to use as a soundtrack for this comic book, and we're planning to release a lyric video, a music video for this piece of music, for this song we made. So this is one of the few things we're gonna make in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have classic elements? Because I did think you're being high school musician and academy, or
I think more than classic elements, I would quote Philip Glass, which is one of my favorite composers.
Yeah.
But also classical music, because we all listen to classical music. For example, since we define ourselves a melodic band, sometimes I would like to quote Bach as an inspiration, because Bach is a little bit the icon of melody. And I think it's also something which comes from our Italian background. The Italian folklore has a lot of musicality. No, not polka. I mean popular music, folk music, folklore. We call it like this in Italy, and it belongs to our DNA. You know what I mean? And it's necessarily on our inside, in spite of the fact that we have other influences, because basically we're a Gothic Doom-based band, but we cannot deny the fact that our music, we have something of Mediterranean in our music.
Yeah.
And so in one way or another it's played, we played Gothic Doom, but it's played in our Italian way.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. It's but tell me, for the end, what would you like it to say for Macedonian metal fans and
We want to say to Macedonian metal fans.
yeah, and for people who are watching this interview, for the promotion, your music.
Well,
and
yes, actually, we would love to play in Macedonia. I don't think we never played there.
No.
That would be the first thing. So we are planning to come some way in Macedonia, and in the meantime, let's check our music and our music videos. There are a few, and just stay tuned, and see you soon.
yeah. And tell me, with the plan in the future.
We have to do some festivals during next fall, in autumn, and working on new material. Basically, we have to work on new stuff. That's it.
This is our 10 years anniversary for our first album, so we are promoting again our first album with a few shows, and we are going to play the whole album, and that's something that it's very important for us, because it's something that going back to our roots, playing the whole first album. So this is basically what we are going to do.
Do you have the label with signature with the label?
At present, we're under Cyclone Empire Records, who's a German label, and with them we have recorded the second, the third, and the fourth album, and yeah, we're in good terms with them. Martin, who is the boss of the label, is available with us. you know, sometimes it may happen that we discuss about this and that, but it's normal, it happens. But on the whole, I think it's a honest relationship between us. And so for the moment, it's okay. It's okay with them.
Yeah. If you like it, Gothic, this is band who is coming. It's amazing. They have many materials. They have the free albums. It's coming from Italy. If you're coming from Italy, just like Kuna Koyo and many bands who you know, this is the Gothic, the original, with original Italian music. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks to
My
you.
pleasure.